MCU fans, DCEU fans, and all-in-all entertainment fans, welcome back to another installment of This Week in News here at Murphy's Multiverse. I'm your host.
The hell are you supposed to be?
I'm vengeance.
Well, it's Tyler Moulton, not Vengeance, but we're definitely going to talk about the Caped Crusader because the Batman film finally came out, and it is really, really good. Right now, it is currently at an 85% certified fresh rating on Rotten Tomatoes, and is projected to be the best pandemic opening for Warner Bros.
Come on! Yes!
And after all this success and all this hype, we now have new information on a new time frame for a sequel film. Producer Dylan Clark told Comic Book, "I will go on the record and say it will be less than 5 years." So that's crazy. That could mean anything up to a 2027 release date. And if we even take it a step further, we already know some ideas that Matt Reeves and Robert Pattinson have talked about for a sequel. For instance, when Robert was talking about the Court of Owls, and even Matt Reeves saying that he would like to do a take on a more grounded version of Mr. Freeze.
There's only one absolute. Everything freezes.
Now, some other Bat news comes from the set of Batgirl, which had us seeing a full look at Brendan Fraser's Firefly character in these photos here, and also a video of Batgirl chasing Firefly as he's fighting on the top of a moving fire truck. There are some new developments happening in the MCU. It looks like we will see a new cameo in Secret Wars after this set photo of Rhodey got out, showing him shaking hands with the president. But if we really take a minute and find out what is catching everyone's full attention the most, and that is still Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and for good reason. Patrick Stewart has seemingly confirmed that his Professor X is in the film, and has even gone into depth on how his first interaction with Stephen Strange will go. He said Professor X would be an extraordinarily cautious and watchful, and perhaps be a little insecure because there's something that is potentially dangerous about this man. Now, when this cover photo first came out, and some fans zoomed in and they believed that they saw Deadpool. Then after this happened, we had this clip.
Are you in the Doctor Strange movie?
Yeah, I'm not really supposed to, I guess I'm really not supposed to say anything about that, but I'm really not in the movie.
Like, you're the werewolf. You're the fucking werewolf. Look at him. He's like, he's doing.
Well, recently on Diz Insider's YouTube channel, hosts Derek Cornell and Skylar Schuler had some pretty interesting things to say about Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool being in Doctor Strange 2.
Ryan Reynolds is pulling Andrew Garfield right now, so we'll see.
Deadpool's in it.
I
wouldn't say it's a rumor of the week, but I have it on good authority that Ryan Reynolds is in Doctor Strange.
Kraven the Hunter and She-Hulk also saw some action this week. West Side Story's Ariana DeBose has joined the cast of Kraven the Hunter and will be playing as Calypso?
What are you, stupid? What's the matter with you? I apologize. What's the matter with you? Sorry. What the fuck is the matter with you?
Mark Ruffalo has teased that we will see a very different Hulk in She-Hulk. He says Tatiana Maslany is freaking legendary as the She-Hulk. I'm passing the banner onto her, no pun intended. Yeah, there's some really good, really funny, cool, long scenes between the professor and her. We've never really seen the Hulk interact with people the way he does in that show. It will be really interesting. Now, in light of Disney Plus bringing all of its Marvel Netflix shows over to the streaming service, they are also making a new subscription plan that will be cheaper for US users looking to save some money. So if you're okay with a few interruptions here and there while watching your favorite Disney flicks, this might be the plan for you to save a buck or two. The story of the outcome for the project Cowboy Bebop is a disappointing one. Fans had such high hopes during the development of this live-action version, but ultimately, Netflix had to pull the plug on it and its low performance. Now, recently this week, John Cho spoke in depth about this, and honestly, his statement was kind of heartbreaking. He said, "I put a lot of my life into it. I'd gotten injured shooting that show, and so I took off a year because of the surgery and devoted myself to rehab. Then I came back and finished the show. It was this huge mountain for me to climb, healing from that injury. I felt good about myself as a result. We also shot the show in New Zealand, so my family moved there. It was just a huge event in my life, and it was suddenly over. It was very shocking, and I was bummed. So hopefully down the line, someone will pick up a Cowboy Bebop live action and involve John Cho somehow, some way in it, because this story is just real heartbreaking. Now this next one, I'll try not to say this 3 times, but Beetlejuice is moving forward with a sequel project, and Michael Keaton and Winona Ryder are returning to the Beetlejuice sequel. And one more thing, Beetlejuice.
3 times? You're really on a roll here, my friend.
And that is the news for this week. Don't forget to comment in the comment section below what your favorite piece of news was. And also, if you have seen The Batman, let us know what you thought about that film. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell, and I will see you next week.